Hello. So on this episode of Lucky Draw, we're going to be talking about Chandra the Firebrand. She's not necessarily a good card, and most Chandra cards are not, to be honest. I just happen to be collecting planeswalkers, and she was like, what, $3 or $4, so I figured why not. So let's go over what she does. So she's 4 mana with 1 red for 3 loyalty counters. So that usually means her abilities have to compensate for that. So her +1 is Chandra the Firebrand deals 1 damage to target creature player. Okay. That's pretty standard, I guess, for burn decks. It's just, ping whatever you need or add a little extra damage when you need it. I wouldn't call it the best ability, to be honest. Definitely not. But hey, you don't need any. It's not a Ajani where you need a creature to use it, or a Gideon where you want to have somebody to block it. But it's there. It's there. Her -2 is when you cast your next instant or sorcery spell this turn, copy that spell. You may choose new targets for the copy. So I like this because, I mean, it is a -2, which granted is not the best, especially when you only settle a 3 and you only have 1+1 ability. But you use it, and then you don't have to use it right afterwards. You can wait a bit. You can let them burn out their spells, what have you, and then you use it, and then you cast the spell. Obviously, that doesn't really compensate for it. And then her -6 is Chandra the Firebrand deals 6 damage to each of 6 target creatures and/or players. So it's a -6 ability. It has a whole 6 whatever thing going on, which is fine. But I would rather that her ultimate bomb has instead of doing only damage to 6, I would have it do damage to all creatures. Because why only 6? I mean, if you're gonna do damage to the player anyway. And you don't have to. It's not like you're given 6 damage to spread out throughout certain targets. So if they have 6 creatures, that means they have 7 creatures, and you're about to die. They're fine. Why not just make it all 6? There's other bomb like Blasphemous Act. There's a 13 damage to all creatures. Or there's that I forget what it's called. There's a goblin for 5 mana. That's a 2/2 that when you tap 5 goblins, does 10 damage to everything. And I just wonder why. I mean, 6 damage to all creatures, and the player would not have really made this card OP. It would have definitely made this card viable, though. And that's, I think, the problem. Chandra cards are really not viable. This one is okay as a utility card. I really wish it would be 3 mana. Maybe 3 mana, and then I don't know. I wouldn't really know how to balance this card, to be honest. But I can definitely say this is not the kind of card you would want to play in professional. You might put one in your deck, but this is not the kind of card that you would bet on winning the game with. Which is unfortunate for burn decks, because I really like burn decks, and I really wish burn decks would come back more into play. Because lightning bolt is not lightning bolt is not really in standard anymore. Now they have that I forgot what it's called, but they have that 2 mana 3 damage card. I don't like it because it's just a nerf of lightning bolt. That's all it is. And a lot of other burn spells. Yeah, there's some burn spells too to damage the exile, but you need something that does 20 damage. You need something to get to that number of magic 20. And what they have in standard just isn't gonna cut it. Now, obviously, with this legacy, you do whatever you want, but I'm talking only about standard here. So yeah, thank you for watching. Hopefully you'll watch the next one. So my review of Chandra, out of 5 stars, I would give her probably 3. Alright, thanks for watching.